Hello, welcome back to the bottom. My name is Beast, and today we're back with Secret Agent. I'm not sure how long I'll be recording today. It is almost 11 p.m. and I have to wake up at 8 tomorrow. So, also, I went to the barber today. Yeah. Anyways, after the surprise yesterday, by the way, I intentionally didn't say anything about that. We're back with this, and we'll be starting the true route. Secret route. I belong nowhere, and I will never be anyone. I sit in a dusty, dimly lit room waiting for someone who will never come. I can no longer even remember their face. It's incredibly lonely and frightening, too. It feels like I may fade away, or at the same time the sun sets. One day I'm sure I'll dissolve into the darkness of the night as well. That is how I used to feel. But that changed when the door opened. The world beyond it was so much brighter than I expected. There I felt the warmth of another person for the first time. It penetrated deep into my soul and gave me many things, one of which was my humanity that I had almost lost. I learned everything I was taught and tried to live up to their expectations as much as possible. I thought that by doing so I would not lose the place I belonged. I thought that would make me lose my fear of disappearing into the night's darkness. I thought I could become someone and someone else would want me. Stop that effect. That's why I tried. I tried incredibly hard. I was praised. I was elated. The hand placed atop my head was warm. The voice telling me I worked hard was kind. I felt that each and every one of these would make even my obscure self into someone. However, one day, without any warning, I suddenly became alone again. I no longer had a place I belonged. I dreamed at that time and was unable to forget. I still do now. Okay, current theory, based on that dialogue, the bat is someone that actually was like being held captive somewhere, and MC here saved them while on a mission, and while he was able to stay around for a while, he had a new mission he was assigned to, so he had to leave, and now the bat is essentially just causing this ruckus because she or he, I don't judge, knows that this kind of disturbance will make the organization move, and considering the hints he left intentionally, they also assume that the MC is the only one that would have the appropriate age to be sent on this mission, so they're just trying to draw them out or something. Anyways, on the weekend I spread out the information I have on the bat and reassessed the current situation. The reason I'm reassessing the situation is because the investigation has currently hit an impasse. It may be the same as how people feel like cleaning their room just before a test. At such times I end up finding something hidden in the most unexpected of places. I stare at the monitor with not much hope, trying to find some kind of definitive evidence in the same way. The device data we extract from the Advanced Research Institute is being displayed there. I use the tool provided by the organization's engineers that makes it comparatively easy to search the information. Information continued being analyzed even after Alfred was caught?
まずはコウモリが事件を起こした当日、町を離れていた人物のリストが作られました。その中で各犯行日に共通する人物がいないか、さらに絞り込みが行われたようです。何人かがリストに上がり、それぞれ組織の人間が調べ上げました。その結果全員が白。つまりコウモリでないことが判明しています。
So meaning either someone who was out of the city on the day of the bats incident did it, which is the most likely one, that they just did it remotely since Albert was the one causing the disruption. They probably just coded out a program that would do its task and then just handed it to him and just let him do the rest and then just left. Because that one, it narrows it down a lot more than trying to say, okay, fuck the day where Albert did his thing. Let's find out what people were out of town on every other incident that the bat caused. If seniors at the organization investigated and determined they were innocent, then they really must have been.
現在は最初に作ったリストをもとに一人ずつ組織の人間が調べているようです。残念ながら今のところ目立った成果が出たという報告はありません。
Needless to say, our organization is filled with outstanding individuals. Should anything suspicious stand out, they're guaranteed to inspect it thoroughly, much like the Bat would after having uncovered a crime. Now, given the information skills of the organization, we should be far better at intelligence gathering and investigation. The only problem is you can't make use of any of that without a lead. You can't win a lottery when there's no winning numbers. No matter how much talent you have at your disposal, you can't investigate nothing. On the other hand, if we had something, they'd discover it without fail. No matter how skillfully they hid it, if there was someone suspicious from them, if there was someone suspicious for them to investigate, they'd be guaranteed to find evidence. That's why it's vital to narrow down the list of possible subjects. In other words, that's my duty. I assume the activity records of all the order members have been investigated too?
そうですね。その結果、アルフレッドさんが怪しいとなったわけですから。
There's been nothing suspicious about any of the other Chevalier or Squires.
取り立てて目立つような記録はなかったと報告を受けています。行動記録については、騎士団だけでなく、教職員の方も調べがついています。
What was the result?
他の団員同様、怪しいところは見られなかったようです。
Okay. I sigh with my response.
せめて、新しい事件を起こしてくれたら、また得られる情報もあるのでしょうか。
After the incident with Tazaki, the Bat has been refraining from any further activity. It's nice that things are peaceful and
代わ
all.
りにあなたの周りでいろんな事件が起きましたね。
I am a bit curious about that too. A string of unusual incidents have happened around me ever since Alfred was apprehended. The cases have been solved, but apart from the perpetrators of the incidents, there were people providing information from the shadows. Just as in Alfred's case, there was a manipulator behind the scenes beside the perpetrator. And that manipulator would disappear the moment the incident was resolved. Can't but think of the Bat given their methods.
もし黒幕がコウモリだったとして、何のために事件を起こしたんですか？コウモリはこれまで隠された罪を暴くというある種の世直し行為を行ってきました。それに対し、あなたの周りで起きた事件は明らかな犯罪と呼べるものも多くあります。傾向的にコウモリが事件を陰から操っていたと考えるのは難しいのではあります。
So you're saying they're trying to interfere with me or something? Doesn't it seem like doesn't it seem like he was trying to get me involved in the case and expose my failings? If my true identity was exposed, I wouldn't be able to stay here. With that thought in mind, the Bat set out to entangle people in incidents around me and get me
あな
involved.
た自身を責めるよりも周りの人たちをターゲットにする方が何かとやりやすいでしょうからね。ただその場合、コウモリはあなたの存在だけでなく正体にも気づいていることになります。そして間接的とはいえ、あなたを刺激すればそれだけ自分の身に危険が及ぶことも分かっているはず。仮に事件を起こしたのがコウモリだったとして、それだけのリスクを負う理由は何ですか？
What it proof that I was a member of the organization? Or perhaps they were testing my
コウモ
capabilities.
リとしてはそれを知ることに意味があったのでしょうね。でなければあなたの存在に気づいた時点で全ての証拠を破棄し身を隠しているでしょうから。どちらにせよ私たちは完全に後手に回っています。相手はこちらの存在に気づき、あなたの実力やおそらく背後にある組織にも気がついているのでしょう。対してこちらはコウモリの居場所どころか名前、姿、性別すら分かっていません。追っているつもりが追い詰められている状態です。
Unfortunately, you're exactly right. Let out a deep sigh and hold my head. As Momoka said, I'm in the worst possible situation. In all likelihood, they're aware of my true identity. It's as good as holding the key to my fate. They could easily dispose me if they so desired. That would spell the end for me. The worst best possible outcome might never be able to act as a member of the organization again. At the very least, there's no way I could stay here. Meanwhile, we haven't even caught wind of their shadow. If only we could find at least one thing connected to the Bat. Even if that were the flimsy of the threads, should be able to thoroughly investigate it, leading us to the bat. With the organization's help, we should be able to gather all kinds of information through both legal means and otherwise. I'm still betting. Betting that this bitch is the bat. And I will not stop until the game proves me wrong. However, at present, we have fundamentally nothing. What? Wait, did I read that? And with the organization's help, we should be able to gather all kinds of information through both legal means and otherwise. However, at present, we have fundamentally nothing but dead ends for information. Leads to the bat. What? Leading to the bat, I feel like. Or information leads to the bat.
うつむいている場合ではありませんよ。諦めてしまえばそこでおしまいです。迷った時はもう一度最初から整理し直すのです。時間はかかるかもしれませんが、立ち止まってしまうよりはマシですよ。これまでの調査の中で何か気になることはありませんか?
Also, I decided to splurge a bit because I need to make sure my bank account is thinned out a bit, at least. So, I proceeded to buy both Fate Samurai Remnant and Rune Factory 3 Special. Along with, you know, already having bought Baldur's Gate 3 not that long ago. Reason for that is, turns out the people that, turns out for me applying for my citizen's allowance, they want to know my balance on my account. Which implies that, if there's more money in there, they're gonna give me less. So, yeah. Gotta make sure. Anyways.
ほんの些細なことでも構いません。もしかしたらそれが糸口になるかもしれませんよ。
I casually glanced back at the monitor. Searched through over the data we stole from the Advanced Research Institute still open there. Think back and recall that this was the same opportunity that led us to capturing Alfred. Let Mom continue with the investigation and search my own data in the meantime. I retrace my actions from then and enter dates and names. I click on the eCache record tab from the displayed data. From the data presented, I click on the store where Connor and I had bought the juice. This displays columns of the customers' names, payment, and usage times. It was a lot of fun. Connor showed me around the city as we drank juice together. Should have only been a short while ago, but given the amount of things that have happened since, it feels like ages ago. I recall the taste of the juice as I casually stare at the screen. Oh? Become aware of a sense of unease and tinker with the tools to ascertain why. Comparing what I remember with the displayed data makes my ease turn slowly into suspicion. That's odd. I'm sure it happened at the time. It has no record when it should be. Investigate more and my suspicions gradually evolve into conviction.
何か気がついたのですか?
Yeah, put me through the mom ASAP. I discovered an incredibly thin thread. I have to reel it in extremely carefully or it'll snap. Alternatively, maybe a thread leading to something completely unrelated. It's still far better than nothing, though. If I investigate and after examining it thoroughly find that it's unrelated, then I just need to search again. Well, either way, I'll move forward with this. I don't have time to stand still. Ohayo.
ジン君はまだ見てないっていうか、もしかしたら今日も欠席かもね。週明けからずっとですよね。どうされたんでしょうか。先生は家庭の事情って言ってたけど、メッセージを送ってもお返事が返ってきませんし、それだけ忙しいということでしょうか。だとしても返事くらいしてくれてもいいと思うんだけどな。何も聞かされていないので心配ですね。
Here's the thing. I understand Kagura being worried at this point. Kannon knows he's a ninja. So she should be able to put two and two together and just assume, oh, mission.
誰か事情を知っている人はいないでしょうか。考えられるとしたら団長か雨の森さんとか。
Watch this route being the MC got captured by the bat as the bat is like trying to put the moves on him out of like some weird obsession, and the girl squad has to fucking bust him out. Like just radiating girl boss energy as they kick down the door.
お昼休みにでも聞きに行ってみませんか。ということで、今日の放課後から闘技場は完全メンテナンスを行うため、再来週の月曜日まで封鎖することになりました。検討祭も終わったことだし、タイミングとしてはちょうどいいわね。
Damn, it is after combat festival, huh?
機材関係のシャットダウンは済んでいます。土日に上級員の方々が立ち会いのもと、大型機材の搬入を済ませるそうです。そう。立ち会わないんですか？私がいてもすることがないでしょ。それに私、休日には仕事をしない主義なの。そうですか。じゃあ、私はこれで。あ、待って。もう少しおしゃべりしましょうよ。彼がいなくて、誰も私の相手をしてくれないの。だから、私は先輩の代わりじゃありませんよ。っていうか、検討祭は終わったんですから、騎士団のお手伝いも、そろそろ一区切りじゃないんですかね。そんなこと言わないで。彼がいなくて寂しいのはあなたも同じでしょ。なんで私が寂しいとか思わなくちゃいけないんですか。意味がわかりません。まあまあ、とりあえず紅茶入れるから。お茶菓子は何がいい？じゃあラングド社で。彼ね、月曜から来てないらしいの。今日が金曜日でしょ。5日も休むなんて一体どんな用事なのかしら。似たような事情でアルフレッドさんも休まれていたと思いますけど。アルフレッド君の時は何かとバタバタしてたから。ねえ、彼から何か連絡はない？
You can stop saying you can stop playing the pronoun game.
ありません。団長さんはどうなんですか？私もメッセージの返事はくれるんだけどね。そう。どうぞ。空いてるわよ。失礼します。あら、カノンちゃんに白金さん、二人ともいらっしゃい。雨の森さんもここにいたんだ。ちょうどよかった。私たちに何かご用ですか？ジン君から何か連絡が来てないかなと思いまして。ちょうど今私たちも彼の話をしていたところなのよ。その様子だとお二人にも連絡は来ていないようですね。ってことはそっちも同じ感じか。まったく彼も罪な人ね。こんなに可愛い女の子4人に心配かけるなんて。そうですね。帰ってきたらこの気持ちの埋め合わせをしてもらいましょう。私も2人の意見に賛成かな。せめてちゃんと連絡くらいはしてほしいし。帰ってきますよね。何か心当たりがあるの？いえ、そういうわけじゃ。ただちょっと不安になってしまって。帰ってくるに決まってるじゃないですか。家庭の事情でご実家に戻られてるだけなんですから。その家庭の事情がどんなものか分かれば少しは安心できるんだけどね。よし、わかりました。今日の放課後みんなで遊びに行きましょう。どうしてこの流れからみんなで遊びに行くことになるんですか？だってみんな暗い顔してるから。せっかくの可愛い顔も魅力半減って感じよ。考えたって答えなんか出ないんだから。だったら
別の楽しいことをした方が建設的でしょ。決まり。そういうことだから、3人とも放課後の予定を空けておくように。
相変わらず強引だな。
私はトレーニングが。今日は休みなさい。これは団長命令よ。
わかりました。
かのんちゃんもいいわね。
はい。わかりました。それじゃあどこへ行きましょうか。
Are they going to spot him just walking around town?
勝手にいなくなったりしないよね。
待つのは苦手なんだけどな。
先輩のバカ。
Stand on the deserted rooftop, watching students heading home. The fading sun is bright, casting long shadows at my feet. Apparently the ninja that's been searching for me has been absent all week. Perhaps he's realized that I've worked out his true identity and disappeared. Okay, so we are literally at the bat! If that's true, then I'm honestly disappointed. Whoops, I was hoping to contact him from my end once my preparations were ready and manipulate him. It took me a lot longer to figure out who he was from when I first thought he was suspicious and observed him. As presumably, since he is still a trained ninja. He wasn't the person I was hoping for, but there was a use for the organization he belongs to. I discovered that clearly when I created incidents around him. I was thinking this would just be the beginning. Oh well. I just need to make a fresh start. He hasn't figured out who I am. If we exposed to crimes of criminals that previously used to, he would find out sooner or later. I'm sure he'd have found me. I finally found you, Bat. I declared that unpretentiously as I stamped at the person loitering on the rooftop. Knew it! I knew it! I wasn't crazy! Well, my mother probably thinks I'm crazy now. Hold on. Hold on. I'm back. My mother was apparently very startled. They hear my voice, turn around, and look shocked. I'm so fucking God. Yes!
何ですか、ミカゲ先輩。見つけたって。私に何かこう。
She continues incoherently. There's no need to try and cover up. I thoroughly investigated you.
お話が見えないんですけど。
Her voice is trembling as she looks on the verge of tears. Her eyebrows furrow with a forlorn expression, and her eyes beyond her glasses have tears welling up, threatening to overflow. If anyone were watching us, they'd think I was bullying her. That's just how feeble and frightened she looks. It doesn't look at all like an act. That's just how skilled she is. Came to the school to apprehend you, the Bat. No doubt you're aware of that. The reason I'm revealing my identity is because I'm so certain of it. I investigated every possible thing imaginable about you from the moment I first caught wind of you. The result of which was acquiring conclusive evidence that you are the Bat.
怖いですよ、ミカゲ先輩。さっきから一体何を言ってるんですか。私はただの学生で、先輩が言うような人じゃ。
If you wish to feign ignorance to the better end, then that's fine, but I'll have you come with me.
いきなりそんなわけのわからないことを言われて、ついていけるわけないじゃないですか。
She's more or less throwing a tantrum instead of refuting me.
一体何なんですか、コウモリって。私そんなの知らないもん。
Juice. You ran into her in the city a while back at the mixed juice store.
ありましたけど、それが今の話と何の関係があるんですか。
You lined up in front of us, bought juice before us, and left to go off somewhere. Where'd you go after that?
どこって、ミックスジュースを飲みながら寮に帰りましたけど。
Did you use your own device to pay for it?
そうですよ。当たり前じゃないですか。
Then why isn't your name in the sales registry of the store? The name before mine on the registry was someone named Katsuki Sae. However, you should have been the one buying.
そんなこと言われても、デバイスのデータがどうなってるかなんて なんかこう
Whoops.
データがこんがらがって変な感じになったとか、そういうことじゃないんですか？
The devices used in the city are constructed with the world's finest technology. Even if the data was falsified on the device, the server end would detect an error and the Advanced Research Institute staff would handle it. But there are still other grounds for suspecting you. I investigated the GPS log on your name on that day, and there was no record of you approaching that store.
だからそれもシステムとかのエラーで。
It would be easier to imagine that you switched devices with someone else, wouldn't it?
すり替えたって、どうして私がそんなことを。
No one to have an alibi on the server data, such that if a search was directed towards you, you'd be in clear even if the server data were analyzed. You needed to leave the city in order to have functioned as the bat on that day. If you leave the city while holding a device, there would be a record of it left on the server. Having said that, having no data whatsoever would be odd, as the residents are obligated to have their devices activated at all times in this city. So you concealed your device in the bag of a student at your dorm. That would secure you an alibi, and you could use someone else's device and leave the city. It's also possible that the device was created with someone else's personal information too. When I looked into Katsuki Sai herself, she's apparently never been to this city.
そんなことまで調べたんですか？ミカゲ先輩って何者なんですか？
I'm the shadow that came to the city to pursue you, the bat. I stared at her face on to take a step forward. She lets out a tiny shriek and shrinks back.
ミカゲ先輩が言っていることの意味がわかりません。だって私は何も。デバイスのデータが違うからって、どうしてそのコウモリとかっていうのに決めつけるんですか？
Now let me ask you, who are you?
私は東華学園1年騎士見習いのオーディコノハですけど。
Liar, you're not Ogi Konoha.
何を言って。
I already told you to have thoroughly investigated you. As you said, the server data and device issue are a trifling one. It's weak evidence, and there are countless ways to explain it that way. But that's not the important detail. What I wanted was to know that you could possibly be the bat. Once I'm aware of the possibility, then I just need to investigate you. My organization specializes in investigation. We never give up until either the suspicion is cleared or we secure evidence. I'll say this once more. You are not Ogi Konoha. You're a different individual calling yourself Ogi Konoha. We investigated numerous things from the documents you submitted upon entering the school. The address of the documents did indeed have an Ogi nameplate outside. However, no one lived there, and there was only mock furniture inside. And then, when we investigated further, the Ogi family that lived there had fled by night to escape financial debts. The family register was sold out to someone. When I saw the graduation album of classmates, then I saw the graduation album of classmates of the real Ogi Konoha. The face of the Ogi picture there bore no resemblance to you whatsoever. Then he investigated your room.
勝手に私の部屋を。
Are you so surprised? You must have done that countless times to expose other people's crimes. Then we analyzed the access logs to your PC and device and investigated everything we possibly could. That's how we found out. From data on all the incidents today being left on the cloud. And your next plan to set me up.
欲張るんじゃなかったな。ミカゲ先輩が何者か探ろうとして、あの時店に先回りしなければ、たった一つのほころびが全てを台無しにする。だから何事も完璧にこなせ。
She raised her head.
いやー、まさかミカゲ先輩がそこまで有能だとは思いませんでしたよ。
All the trepidation in her previous expression completely disappears and an amused smile instead appears on her
つ
face.
いさっきまでミカゲ先輩のことを期待外れだなんて思ってたんですけど、存外やるんですね。追い詰めてるつもりが逆に追い詰められちゃうなんて。そんなことがバレたら怒られちゃうな。
You're finally revealing your true colors, I see.
ミカゲ先輩のおかげで久しぶりに素の自分で話せますよ。
So you are the bat.
へえ、ミカゲ先輩の言う通り、私があなたの会いたがっていたコウモリです。
You have no idea how fucking vindicated I feel. Is that the word? I don't know right now. Let me make sure. I guess it works in a way. So, who cares if it's actually the wrong word? It's close enough. Anyways, yeah. She then removes her glasses and smiles at me provocatively.
なんだか自分でコウモリって名乗るのは恥ずかしいですね。っていうか、自分で自分のことをコウモリだって名乗ったの初めてかも。ネットで勝手に名前を付けられた時は、コウモリってダサくない？今となっては案外いい名前なんじゃないかなって思ったりしてるんですよ。だって私はどこの誰にもなれないから。
Why'd you start doing this?
私を見つけて欲しかったから。
By who?
私を救い出してくれた人、私の才能を磨いてくれた人、私をまた一人にした人、私をコウモリにした人に見つけて欲しかった。そしてそれはあなたじゃない。
She flashes me a smile that leaps onto the rooftop
だから
handrail.
ね、あなたに捕まるわけにはいかないの。
She bends her knees slightly and launches off the handrails. A sweet fragrance emanates from her. The hell are you doing? Rush over in a panic and reach out to try and restrain her. She dodges in midair and waves to me.
本当の姿を隠してるのはあなただけじゃないんだよ。
The wire abruptly shoots out from her sleeve and ties itself around the handrail. She uses the wire to adjust her descent speed and lands on the ground. As soon as she lands, the wire detaches from the descent and she glances up at me once before running towards the arena. Didn't even remotely expect her to use the same wire work that I use. Plus, there was that moment.
本当の姿を隠してるのはあなただけじゃないんだよ。
What if she received special training as well? But I can't afford to let her go now. Thinking of it later. Thinking it's for later. I have to catch her. Step on the handrail and use my wires to launch myself towards the arena.
私は親に捨てられ、物心ついた時にはボロボロの施設の中にいた。あてがわれた部屋は暗くて、昼間もわずかに西日が差し込む程度だった。他のことも馴染めず、部屋を埋め尽くす闇に怯えながら何者にもなれずに過ごしていた。私をそこから連れ出してくれたのは社会の闇に隠れ活動する非合法集団だった。彼らは自分たちのことを忍びの者。彼らは私を引き取ると明るい部屋と温かい食事、そして教育を施してくれた。私はそこで様々なことを学んだ。学校で学ぶようなことから忍者としての技術や訓練、そして人のぬくもり。気がつけば私は彼らのことを家族だと思うようになっていた。それだけ彼らは私に愛情を持って接してくれた。ここが私の居場所だと思った。だから寄せられた期待に応えようと必死になって学び続けた。諜報活動に必要な知識に技術、どんなに厳しい訓練でも泣きながら最後までやり遂げた。そうすればみんなが褒めてくれるから、いい子だねって頭を撫でてくれたから、私はそれが嬉しくて、もっと褒めてほしくて、私が新しい技術を身につけたり何か成し遂げるたびにみんなは笑顔を見せてくれた。私もつられて笑顔になった。施設にいた頃は笑わない気持ち悪い子だと言われていた私は、その頃にはよく笑う。ちょっと特殊で怒ると怖いけど、みんな愛情深くていい人ばかり。きっと 家族ってこんな感じなんだろう。血のつながりなんて関係ない。このまま大好きな家族と一緒に暮らしていけたら。
Is it gonna turn out that
そう思っていた。
like his dad was the one that saved her or something, or his mom or something? So essentially it's just gonna become a case of like, well, congratulations, you have a sister now. I head to the arena and find her on stage waiting for me to arrive.
アルフレッドを捕まえたのもここだったんだっけ。言っておくけど彼の真似をしたわけじゃないよ。ここは今封鎖されてるからちょうどいいと思っただけ。私を捕まえたいんでしょ。だったら上がっておいでよ。
Okay.
私が確認できる範囲で怪しいものは見当たりません。ですが、相手はあのコウモリです。何を仕掛けられているかわかりません。注意してください。
あなたのデバイスに常駐している AI、モモカだっけ。私にもそんな相棒が欲しいの。
残念ながら、私の相棒はこの人以外にはありえません。
あら、あっさり振られちゃった。まあ、一人は慣れてるから別にいいけどね。
I don't want this to escalate to violence. Stop resisting. Come with peacefully.
ついていったらどうなるの。
You need to atone for what you've done.
悪いことをしている人の罪をみんなに教えてあげただけだよ。それが何か問題？
That's not all you did. You lured others, gave them tools to act and make them perform crimes. It wasn't just Alfred. There were all the other incidents that have been happening around me of late.
私は一度もやれと命令したことはないよ。アルフレッドも含めて全部その人たちが勝手にやったことじゃない。
Fun fact! Incitement is counted as a crime.
自分の中にあるいろんな欲に流されてね。
Yes, literally.
それでも罪になるのかな。
Literally inciting someone or like encouraging them to commit a crime makes you an accomplice. Do you not know how like law works? You spurred them on to act according to your whims to make them create incidents.
そう、その通り。私ね、そういうのが得意なんだ。もちろん情報や人殺しの技だってちゃんと教えてもらったし、自信はあるよ。でもね、それ以上に私には策謀の才能があるんだって。人の心の闇に潜り込んで、そこから操る才能がね、みんないつも褒めてくれた。だから伸ばしたの。
So we're also taught that.
そう、あなたと同じ。日向ではなく影の人間。あなたに興味を持ったのもこちら側の人間だと気づいたから、もしかしたらいなくなった家族を知ってるかもしれないと思ってね。
Your family.
そう、私はね、家族を探してるの。私を置いて消えてしまった家族を。もうびっくりしちゃうよね。訓練でちょっと離れてただけなのに、帰ったらもぬけの殻になってるんだもん。一緒に食事をしたテーブルも、くつろぎながらテレビを見たソファーも、添い寝をしてくれたベッドも、全部なくなってた。残されていたのは扇木の葉という身分と嘘みたいな額のお金だけ。
Okay, now I'm like convinced that whoever that was is probably like an actual like person that Jin knows, and the entire reason they did this was because, you know what? She ain't gonna be happy like this. Let's just try to give her a normal life. And it backfired because this shit always backfires.
捨てられたんだと思った。何か悪いことしたのかなって泣きながらずっと考えたりして。でもね、ある時思ったの。もしかしたらみんなは私を捨てざるを得ない状況だったんじゃないかって。みんなは私に生きる術と愛情を与えてくれた。そんなみんなが私を簡単に捨てるなんて思えない。だって家族なんだもん。そんなこと思いたくないから。だからね、離れ離れになった家族に教えてあげようと思ったの。
Don't tell me that's why you acted as the bat.
そうだよ。目立つ事件を起こせばきっとみんなの目に留まる。そして有名になればなるほど、そのやり方が昔私に教えた技術を使ったものだと気づいてくれると思ったから。教えてもらったやり方で相手を見つけて、教えてもらったやり方で情報を集めて、 教えてもらったやり方で計画を立てて、やり方は全部みんなに教えてもらったし、私にはそれを実行できるだけの実力もあった。だからやったの。私はここにいるよって。
そんな個人的な理由であれだけの事件を。
AI にはわからないかもね。人間ってみんな個人的な理由で行動してるんだよ。三影先輩だってそうじゃない。私を捕まえるのも任務だから。それって個人的な理由でしょ。どんな大義名分があろうとも、元をたどればみんな自分のため。そんなものだよ。私は家族のみんなに知ってほしかったんだ。離れている間に私はこんなにも成長したんだよって。だから一緒に連れて行ってって。絶対足手まといにはならないから、みんなの邪魔しないから、みんなと一緒にいられれば。もう一人にしないで。まあその結果、全然関係のないあなたの組織が釣れちゃったんだけどね。
The sweet fragrance emanates again when she laughs. I thought her expression was stricken with grief, but suddenly a smile is plastered on her face. There isn't a hint of the feeble, dainty expression she always used to give off. Is this a real personality, or is she intentionally exaggerating her emotions to avoid having me capture her? I was hoping to find an opening when she was talking to Caesar, but while she appears relaxed, she leaves no chink in her armor. I can't allow myself to be fooled by her appearance. She's almost certainly far more capable than Alfred. All the more likely, she's one of our people. I'll use whatever means possible to achieve our objectives. I know all too well just how troublesome such an opponent can be, though it also be virtually impossible to persuade her. I can see it in her eyes. It's the look of someone who is willing to sacrifice anything to achieve their objectives. Let's just say, so, come along and we'll try to help you find your fucking family, alright? Should be easy enough.
あなたが普通の人じゃないって気づいてから、いろんな方法で揺さぶりをかけてみた。もしかしたら私の家族とつながりがあるかもって。でも結果は外れ。私と同じような訓練を受けた人なんてそうそういないと思ってたんだけどな。
This comes as a surprise to me too.
でしょ。まあそれならそれで、あなたの組織をうまく使えばいいかって考え直したの。そのための準備もしてたんだけど、まさかこっちが動く前に正体を突き止められちゃうとはね。こうなったらもうゲームオーバーだよ。あなたに捕まっちゃったらもう家族に会えなくなりそうだし。
Understand you have your own issues to deal with, but you must pay for involving innocent people.
あなたの彼女を巻き込んだこと怒ってるんだ。
Okay, so which route is this game based on then? As can't deny that, she's the first person I've fallen in love with. However, capturing you is purely for the sake of my mission.
真面目なんですね、三影先輩って。もうあなたの前には現れませんから、見逃してもらえませんか？
I think I'd agree to that.
いいえ、言ってみただけです。それじゃ仕方ないですね。私も本気を出さなきゃ。
The moment I think, she just barely leans over. I reflexively find myself using a throwing knife to deflect the blade approaching right before my eyes. A moment later, I'm surrounded by a sweet, suffocating smell. It's much faster than I expected.
不意打ちは失敗か。まあでもそれぐらいはできないと。
As soon as I deflect the knife, another one immediately follows. Having lost its luster, the knife is hard to make out with the naked eye hiding its sharpness. Each attack was light but frighteningly accurate and fast. If I had relied upon my eyes instead of responding to her presence, I probably would have taken a hit from those blades. Well, you seem to be very capable.
三影先輩も普段は人畜無害な人を装ってるくせになかなかやるじゃないですか。手加減できそうもないので先に謝っておきますね。深く刺しちゃったらごめんなさい。
I don't like those eyes. I advance briskly and she releases another barrage of knife attacks on me. I deflect them with my throwing knife and grab her outstretched hand.
やだ、離してくださいよ。
Pull on her arm and she thrusts the knife directly at my face. Let go of her held hand and crouch down with a foot sweep. But she seems to have anticipated that, doing a backflip by moving away from me as she lands. It's not only the speed of her attacks, she's light on her feet too. Looks like it's going to be difficult to rein in her movements. What's so funny?
楽しくてつい昔はこうやっていつも稽古をつけてもらってたなって。三影先輩が強いからそれを思い出しちゃった。
Each time our weapons clash, the sweet smell from her intensifies further. She unleashes attacks from every angle imaginable, targeting all my vital spots. This is a fighting style not taught for close combat sports, and she's mastered it perfectly. But then again, so have I.
守りが固いですね。それに攻め時も分かってる。三影先輩が本気でやれば、きっとうちの騎士団は誰も相手にならないでしょうね。
Same with you.
何を言ってるんですか。騎士見習いの私がシュバリエの皆さんに勝てるわけないじゃないですか。私は何をやってもダメな扇木の葉なんですから。知ってますか？ダメな人間って得なんですよ。下手に実力を見せちゃうと余計な責任を負ったり妬まれたりしちゃうじゃないですか。その点私みたいにやる気はあるけどダメな子ってそういうのないんですよ。おまけに優しい人からは気遣ってもらったりしていいことずくめなんです。誰にも警戒されないおかげで学園では好きなように活動できましたよ。三影先輩だって私のことに気づかなかったでしょ。
Yeah, you have me completely fooled, but I'll show you no mercy now that we've figured you out. Take a deep step forward, use it as a feint, and change my approach to attack. I deflect the knife she brought down from overhead and use the slightest of openings to drive my palm heel into her flank. She lets out a slight grunt and leaps backwards, but I'm not letting her go.
やっと本気になってくれたんですか。
I'm always serious. She hurls a knife at me as I give chase. I knock it down without slowing down and shoot out a wire in response.
この
She deflects the wire, making it lose its momentum and go limp in the air. That's fine, I didn't launch that as an attack. She just needed her to take her eyes off me for a split second. By the time she's realized my intent, I'm already right under her nose.
ちょっと近いですよ。
I dodge her desperate attack and use my momentum to move around behind her and wrap her up with the wire. There's the end of the line for you.
縛りプレイがお好きだなんて。三影先輩って見かけによらず過激なんですね。
She leans her back up against me. The sweet smell she's emanating intensifies a notch. I don't know what she's planning, but this is the end anyway. Yeah, the sweet smell was nothing good. All of a sudden, my field of vision gets bleary. Squeeze my eyelids shut tight once. Field of vision returns to normal, but little by little it distorts again.
やっと聞いてきたみたいですね。
You didn't. I remain completely alert, but my field of vision gets more and more distorted. A sensation that my fingertips are melting begins spreading outwards and I'm unable to move.
可愛い女の子には毒があるものでしょ。
She slams into my shoulder hard and I lose my balance, loosening my grip on the wire. She doesn't miss that opportunity, warning me before escaping. I try to give chase immediately, but while my brain is giving the orders, my body isn't responding.
さっきからずっと甘い香りがしてたの気づいてました？この香りには麻酔効果のある毒を混ぜてるんです。先輩みたいに慣れていない人が吸っちゃうと体が動かなくなっちゃうような、なかなか効いてこないからちょっと焦っちゃいましたよ。でもよかった、ちゃんと効いてくれて。これで形勢逆転ですね。
Can't believe you'd even ready something like this.
だって捕まったら終わりですから。家族に会えなくなるくらいなら死んだ方がマシです。家族がいて愛する人もいて、そんな三影先輩にはわからないでしょうけど、とりあえずそのまま意識ごと解けて気持ちよくなっちゃってください。その間に私はどこか遠くへ逃げますから。
Her triumphant smile is blurry. I feel the pleasant sensation you feel just before falling asleep enveloping me. I just want to lay down immediately. Can't. If I pass out now, she'll get away. I know that, but strength is draining out of me, and my consciousness is becoming steadily more clouded.
大丈夫ですか？ 返事をしてください。
I hear Momoko's voice far off and my vision goes white. I was so
し
close.
っかりしてください。返事を。
Snake? Snake! My consciousness is fading. Her voice is far off. My mind is in disarray. Can't take anymore. Who is it? Who's calling me? Someone's calling my name. No, I know this voice. Oh, hey, who's canon? We don't get the fucking answer. Of course I can't pass out now. I must complete my task and return to her. To be with her, passing each day peacefully in bliss. Cling to the vague notion and raise the throwing knife. Bring it down and send its blade into my opposite arm. Oh, we got the vocal version now, do we? All of my senses return with the pain.
まさか自分の腕を刺しちゃうなんて。いっぱい血が出てますよ。大丈夫ですか？
I like to, like, here's the thing. This is obviously just an act to try to throw him off again. But I like to imagine she's like actually so fucking shook. Like, she's like, Jesus fucking Christ, are you okay? That should not be working against this poison. Like, are you fine? Like, this poison, like, you know, just, like fucking widens the fucking veins, the blood vessels. Like, are you fine? You'll fucking bleed out. Yeah, my mind's crystal clear now, thanks to that. Nonetheless, she'll probably release more poison with a protracted battle. I have to settle it now. Going down, Bat.
お断りします。私は逃げて家族を探さなきゃいけないから。
Though that cornered her, but I've actually been driven into the wall. With time to poison and bleeding will immobilize me. She must know that too. If she sticks it out, she wins. She knows that and takes a stance to intercept. I push off and approach her once more. What's this stupid fucking effect? It does not look good. It just looks stupid. Our blades clash, sending sparks and my own blood flying. There's an intense smell of iron and sweet-smelling poison. Our blades collide from the force of our wills in the chaotic air where life and death mingle. We do so to protect what's precious to both of us. To us both.
女の子を傷つけるなんてひどい人ですね。責任取ってくれるんですか？
I'll consider it after I catch you.
彼女さんが聞いたら怒りますよ。
My world wavers. I have to finish this now. I can't hold out. Momoko! Take my device out of my pocket and call my partner's name.
無駄ですよ。メガネをつけてない私に AR は効きませんから。
See a gap between her attacks when I target by throwing my device. The next instant, there's a flash. Blindingly intense white light comes from the device, covering my vision. Flashbang.
通常のフラッシュの何倍もの光です。ずっと影に潜んでいたあなたには眩しいでしょう。
くそ、何も見えない。
The world that was scorched in bright light returns to normal. Beneath me lies a girl whose face is contorted in an agonizing expression.
まさかこんな原始的な方法でやられちゃうなんて。敗因は私に頼れる相棒がいなかったってところかな。私は一人だから。一人か。もう一人は嫌だよ。もうたくさん。
Darkness dwells within her eyes as she opens her mouth slightly. Stop it! Twist my hand forcefully and she bites down hard into it. I remember her saying she'd rather be dead than not be able to see her family again. Can't let you die, there's so much we have to ask you. I can't fathom just how lonely you've been, and I doubt it can be conveyed in words. But isn't it too early to give up on everything? Her gloomy eyes stare fixedly at me. Try to appeal to what lurks within those eyes. You should talk to our people. We can help you. If we can help you, you should try. Of course it won't be easy, but it's better than giving up and dying. You've been suffering all this time because you want to see your family. Didn't you do all this because you wanted to see them again? There's no recovery from death. However, Nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's not too late to give up. It's not too late to give up? Wait, what? Yeah, okay, like, I don't know why, but in my brain it just did not want to mesh together just for a second. The slightest glimmer of light returns to her dark, depressed eyes. When I see zest for life in her, I gently pull my hand out of her mouth.
ひどいな。死ぬことも許してくれないなんて。隙を見て逃げちゃうかもしれませんよ。
I'll just apprehend you again.
逃げたら追いかけてくれるんだ。それならもう一人じゃないって思ってもいいのかな。
Weak laughter makes it look like she's weeping. Shortly thereafter, she was taken away by members of my organization. I then conveyed my impressions of the discussion I had with her to Mom, and that I'd liked her to talk to her before passing out. I reached my physical limits from the effects of the poison combined with my blood loss. I was transported to a nearby hospital and received whatever treatment was necessary. It was morning 2 days later by the time I came to again. I was discharged from the hospital and returned to my room. When Mom was informed that I'd regained consciousness, I was ordered to stand by in my room. Then she said one more thing to me. She said, well done on completing my mission. Apparently the organization had acknowledged that she was definitely the bat. Normally I'd have cleared out of here and prepared for my I'd have to clear out of here and prepare for my next mission. I won't be saying farewell to the sceneries I'd finally become familiar with these past few months. Surely my
任務
girlfriend...
達成したというのに浮かない顔ですね。
That's not true. Yeah, it's a bit late, but thanks for your help back there. I only managed to apprehend her because you surmised my intent and let off that flash.
そんなことですか。なぜなら私は。
I know, you're my trusted partner.
ええ。静香様からです。
Put me through.
お疲れ様。体調はどう？
My arm still hurts, but that's all. I believe the poison's effect has worn off.
それならよかったわ。
What's happening to her?
今のところ協力的よ。彼女の家族についても今調べているところ。
Will you inform her if you find anything out?
それは彼女次第ね。
Really? I guess that makes sense.
あなた、諦めて死ぬくらいなら、うちの組織を使ってみせろって言ったんですって。
Well, I had to. I was afraid she might take her own life otherwise.
よくやったわ。その言葉が今の彼女を生かしているもの。あとは私に任せなさい。心配しなくても悪いようにしない。
Thank you.
さて、それじゃあ今後のことなんだけど。
My ears prick up when I hear that.
おはようございます。おはよう、カノ。彼なら今日も来てないよ。そうですか。ここ2日ほどメッセージのお返事もありませんし、もしかして本当に連絡の一つもよこさずにいなくなるなんてひどいよね。
Who?
それは
An owl!
ジン
Morning.
くん。おはようじゃないよ。今まで何をしてたの？みんな心配してたんだよ。
Sorry, I was super busy with urgent family business. I virtually couldn't even touch my device. And I only just came back this morning. Well, I guess those are all just excuses, sorry.
いや、私の方こそごめん。事情があるって聞いてたのに大きな声出しちゃって。気持ちわかりますよ。私だってすごく心配してましたから。もしかしたらこのままジンくんがいなくなってしまうんじゃないかって。でもよかった。また会えて本当によかった。
A little tear trickles from her smiling face.
泣かしちゃった。
Sorry, really? Don't worry, I won't go disappearing.
本当ですか？女の子を泣かすなんて最低ですね、先輩。
The game is probably determined to not tell you which route you're actually on, just so anyone can say, oh, my best girl's route was true route. It's because this and this. However, based on reactions, the most logical girl for this to be best to do the true route for is honestly kind of Canon. Like, she acts the most like how I would expect her to act post everything that happened in the route.
あらあら、これは何か埋め合わせをしてもらわなきゃいけないわね。
Oh! Where'd you two come from?
ゆいちゃんがね、先輩の姿が見えましたって騎士団室を飛び出して行っちゃうもんだから。
私は別に飛び出してなんか。
私だってあなたのことは気になってたのよ。こんなに可愛い女の子たちに心配をかけちゃうなんて本当に罪な男の子ね。
Sorry.
欲しいのは言葉より行動よ。ということで放課後あなたの尋問会を開きます。
What?
いいですね。休んでいた間何をしていたのか私たちには聞く権利があると思います。
そうだね。このまま何も聞かないっていうのもなんだか気持ち悪いし。
それが終わったらみんなで美味しいものを食べに行きましょう。
Come on, Canon. They happily scheme up a plan for after school, completely ignoring my pleas. Also note how he conveniently hasn't mentioned any of them by name. So we can't tell whose route it is based on how he refers to the girls. The only one he's mentioned is Canon. However, he's called Canon since the start of the game. So that doesn't fucking matter. Seeing this makes me really feel like I've returned to my regular daily routine. I told Mom how I felt before she informed me of what would happen from now on. I said that I want to stay and continue my life here. I desperately struggle to convey my incoherent thoughts to her. I have people I care about here. I have a girlfriend who I love from the bottom of my heart. I don't want to be separated from her. Of course, I'll continue to perform my work and not allow anything to interfere with it. So I'd really like her permission to continue living here. She'll listen to all of it and then hand it out her decision after.
別名あるまでこのまま待機。それまでそこで大切な彼女と青春を謳歌すること。これは命令よ。
I graciously acknowledged bringing me to this morning. She's laughing with everyone else in the classroom. I feel like I can accomplish anything when I see her smile up close. There is all my true feelings. I have no doubt that I'll run into countless problems ahead. However, I'll be able to overcome them all so long as she's by my side. I look at her and savor this happiness with a newfound determination. I'm so glad I was able to return to her side. So yeah, that was the secret apparently. Nothing new happens when I click on here, okay. We don't get any new content for any of the other girls, so... Yeah, that's it! I could have done this before Christmas. Why did I ever think this would be in any shape, way, or form long? Like, it was literally just like... I thought because 2 CGs, maybe it might be like a bit on the longer side, like maybe 2 hours or something. Nah. Literally just like back-to-back CGs. Also, of course, I'm gonna use this one as the thumbnail. Like this one. Just because of the smile. Anyways. So yeah, just like that, we're done with Secret Agents. Actually. Thinking about it, the name for this game, the English name is really kind of stupid. Secret Agent of the Night Academy. Like, at this point, just call it Secret Agent of the Night Academy. Without the second Secret Agent. I know that it's because, like, English name is Secret Agent, then like the Shinobi of the Night Academy, essentially. And just putting Ninja or Shinobi there would just sound like cringe weep shit. So they didn't do that. However, just use a different word. And like there's fucking synonyms to an agent. So then again, the ones that this is showing here are spy, operative, mole, secret agent, double agent, secret service agent, undercover agent, foreign agent, fifth columnist, and narc. So, quite frankly, all of them sound stupid anyways. So I just saw that on message. Anyways, actually I didn't need to respond to that. I was literally about the fucking video. But yeah, anyways, quick word though. If I wasn't lazy, let's all get out. I would actually edit me like pointing at the girls in the order that I ordered them in over here. However, I'm too lazy, so I'm not going to actually edit that. However, instead, what I am actually going to do is, instead like, just sit here and stay with my camera so you can see them all properly. Or, actually, better idea, I'll just open this. The order in which I think of these as best girl is, honestly, I think I actually enjoyed Yui the most. Yes, there was the slap that made me a bit mad, but it's just like the general personality I liked a bit more. Afterwards, I would say, honestly, kind of Kagura. After that, honest to God, it's a toss-up between Kanon and Mai. Like, neither of them are bad, however, the other two are just better in my opinion, personally. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it Yui, Kagura, Mai, Kanon. So yeah, that's my tier list for the girls in this game. It was fine. I feel vindicated for calling out the bat. Like, in what part did I first say that I think that she's the bat? Like, at first I thought she was the bat, then I was slightly confused. I thought maybe it's the teacher, but then that was debunked. So I went back to her being the bat, and I'm right. Yeah, anyways, next up, I'm gonna fucking hijack the poll, and I'll be playing Two Heart 2. So yeah, look forward to that, and see you next time. Bye-bye.